Well, it's time. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Emily Pearl Show. We got the dog barking across the street from me, and so my dog is barking, so y'all please ignore that because we're going to go ahead and get the show on the road, okay? No point in telling the dog to be quiet because that's what they were made to do bark, right? So we can't get upset with them when they bark because we want them to bark to tell us when something is wrong. So we fuss at them.
They won't
When,
walk.
yeah, when we know it's not important, they don't really know it's not important. So we fuss at
Yeah,
them, they'll stop barking. And then when something happens important, we won't know about it.
you got a point there.
Yeah, so I just let her bark. So y'all excuse that. I want to say hello to the team. Hello to the audience
Hello.
as they come in. And Tim, what's new and good to watch on entertainment?
um, well, it's one good movie that people gave great reviews to called Sinners. It's more on the vampire side of things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
I
if you're
like
someone
those.
that likes vampires, new movie just came out, Sinners, um, and you probably will be able to stream it.
Oh, is it time to stream it now, or is it still playing at the theater?
Well, I think it's still playing at the cinema, but I was able to watch it at
Oh,
home.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about it? Trying to get my little
Um,
quarter
I've
fan
seen
on.
better. I've seen better. However, I think it was written and produced by African American person, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's what gave it a lot of good reviews.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a real TV watcher, and I've seen better. So I would have to. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Just
Um,
maybe a thumbs up.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because American made movies in, it looks like to me, like after 2015,
Yeah.
kind of lost their magic.
Yeah,
And I,
I
and I,
believe it did. I think it's kind of been even further than that. I think it when the writers went on strike, it kind of changed everything. Um,
well,
years back,
the writers didn't go on strike until what was
was it
it, 2020,
2020?
2020 or 21 or something like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they were losing their quality even before then.
Oh,
To me,
uh huh.
because I am an avid watcher of film and television,
Yeah,
and I'll watch a movie or a series over and over again. I'm talking like five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 times.
mm-hmm.
Even though I've seen, hey Mary, yeah, what's going on in Michigan? Good to
Hey,
see
Mary.
you.
Mary.
Yeah, I hope y'all been doing okay up there. Yeah, yeah, I've been missing y'all. I hope y'all missed us too. We love y'all. Don't think that y'all haven't been crossing our mind. Well, my mind anyway. But I just hadn't had a chance to reach out to y'all because I've just kind of been busy with one project or another. And and one while I was pretty sick for about 2 or 3 weeks. So you know how that goes.
Glad you're feeling better.
Yeah. So as I was saying, and I watch it, and when I watch it, every time I watch it, I'm looking for something different. Mary says she miss us too. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
That was Sandra. Sandra's here. Hey, Sandra.
Hey,
Thank you
Sandra.
for watching. And let's give our viewers a round of applause.
Sandra.
We got about 70 people in here now. And the thing about it is, all of the people that show when we're live, they don't show up on Facebook. And they usually don't end up showing up on Facebook until like a day or two later. And I don't know why that is. I guess it has something to do with AI changing everything, right?
Yes, so.
Yeah, but anyway, we're happy to have all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And and people just, one thing I've noticed too about people watching live, they don't do much comment because like on YouTube, because me myself, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and you can comment on there,
Yeah,
but when you watch it on TV, you can't really comment, you know, because you'd have to leave it and go over to a different section and then try to type in your comment, So we don't. I don't comment when I'm watching it YouTube. Now and see now if I don't, I haven't found out yet how to watch Facebook on my television. I don't know if somebody knows. Let me know.
I don't know that.
But when I've watched our show on YouTube when I'll go back like on Saturdays or Sunday and watch the recent show, so I can see how it looks on the big TV on the big screen, and it's a big difference.
Mhm.
It's very nice, so I like it, and so I can understand why YouTube watchers don't comment because they don't have time to stop. They just want to watch.
yeah,
But anyway, so when I watch those movies over and over again or the series over and over again, I'm always looking for something different. And then by being a film producer, I always try to look for bloopers to see what they might have missed
yeah,
while they were filming. Like if like for instance, I've seen a lot of instances where they might be like particularly in mystery drama, crime solving, or detective movies. They'll be gonna go in and on to make an arrest or something, if it's a violent movie, they're gonna go in and attack, and then but while they're getting ready, it's daylight outside. But then when they attack, it's night. But they don't ever say that we're going in at night. See what I'm saying? Just little
yeah,
stuff like that. You'll see the atmosphere around them
yeah,
be a blooper. Because I'm like, okay, wait a minute now. It was just daytime. How it get night so fast? Y'all still talking about the same thing. It never, didn't have a break in there anywhere, right? Stuff like that.
yeah.
So, the movie that you watched, Sinner,
Yeah.
um, what was the cast built of? Was it a mixture of cultures, or is it an all black cinema?
No, it's a mixture of cultures. It is based around two brothers, but it's actually one actor playing two parts.
Oh,
Uh-huh. So it's like he's playing. He has a twin brother. They're identical twins.
hmm
But yes, it's a mixed cast. It kind of reminds you of the setting of it. Kind of reminds you of any type of Dracula movies or anything that you've seen like that. They got like it's like they are trapped inside of a barn where they were having a dance set. And the vampires were trying to entice them to either invite them in or for them to step out. Uh, that was the only way, as you remember back in the day, they always say you had to invite them in. They can't just barge their
That's
way in.
true.
Yeah,
hmm
so it's a setting like that. Like I say, me and you are real movie watchers, so
hmm hmm
there was a lot of critiques on my end. So
So, what was the setting film? Was it like filmed in Europe or in America? What did the
you
setting
know,
look like
I want to say it was down in the South,
in the South,
deep down in the South.
like New Orleans or
Yeah,
somewhere?
yeah, yeah. It takes you back to like I want to just guess in about 1940s, 1950s, somewhere
Oh,
in that
so
era.
that setting.
Uh
Okay.
huh. Uh
hmm
huh. So it was that type of setting. Yeah.
Okay. So the vampires, are they mixed culture or are they all black?
They're mixed.
Okay.
It's always one leader
So
out of the bunch.
what race is the leader?
He's white,
Caucasian. Okay.
Caucasian. I'm sorry. Yeah. And you know how I think in the past, the Dracula will bite them and then they will rise, rise again.
Uh-huh.
In this film, it happens immediately. So once
Uh,
they're bitten,
that's kind of like Walking Dead.
yeah, once
Like if
they
they get
bitten,
big, they
uh-huh.
change immediately. Okay.
Exactly.
So
But
they
if
copy
I had to
is not really original.
yeah, if I had to put it against Walking Dead, it wouldn't win at all.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So it's like they copy ideas from other
Uh-huh.
stuff and put it
Uh-huh.
all in one,
Yeah.
but not really totally original.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Well, that's like I say, the big writers just don't have that knack anymore. They got a
Yeah.
block and they just got to borrow stuff. You know.
Yeah. Because you used to would get at least one good picture out of the year.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something original too.
Yeah.
They don't have any originality
Mm-mm.
like they used to have, and that's not that's yeah takes away from
It does.
it. All right, Sybil, what you been watching in entertainment?
Well, I like watching the old TV sitcoms. Leave It to Beaver, and I don't know how many hundreds of times I've watched Lucy and Ethel. Same old episode, and I enjoy it fresh every time.
Oh yeah.
The characters are amazing. Fred and Ethel and
Mhm.
Richard and Lucy, and
Mhm.
just good, clean comedy. And
Mhm.
I watch a lot of that, and on Me TV.
Mhm.
Once in a while, I'll go see a actual movie.
Mhm.
Last thing I saw was that Elvis documentary. Me and you had some fun going to movies, but I had to keep waking you up.
Yeah, look, I promise you, I cannot tell you who this is, but it's been a long time ago
I,
because I remember on one Mother's Day, Tim, this would probably had to be like, oh goodness, 10 years ago. Tim took me to the movies. On Mother's Day, we went to the movies to watch together. I went to sleep.
well,
Tim,
you get so
Look
relaxed.
like you. Yeah, you're not frozen. You're just sitting still. Okay. And and thereafter, every time I go to the movies theater, I don't care how good it is. In fact, I went to sleep on my own movie at the premiere.
Well, you just get too relaxed. Tyler Perry's last movie, me and you saw together, I think. You know, we enjoyed that.
I probably enjoyed what I saw. I don't know.
Mhm.
Well, you didn't sleep the whole thing. If I saw you dozing,
Yeah,
oh,
Sybil would elbow me, wake me up. Cause
Yeah.
I, cause I used to be a snorer. I don't really know if I snore anymore.
no, I didn't hear you.
No, I didn't either. Years ago.
But yeah, so I just don't go to the movies anymore because I know I'm not gonna get my money's worth, right? So I watch my movies at home. And nowadays, you don't really have to go to the theater because you can actually watch whatever is
Yeah.
playing at the theaters at your on-demand services. Like when if you have Prime Video, you got Max, you got Netflix. They all give you the option of purchasing the that a movie that is currently playing in big theaters. So,
Hmm.
but I don't usually do that too much. I've done that maybe once or twice in the past, what 8 years, but nah, I'm not gonna spend my money that way. I usually just wait till it come out because it used to take them at least 2 3 months before they would put it in the stream,
Mhm.
in their streaming service for you to watch it. But now they release them kind of fast. They usually release them within about 30 days.
I don't know how theaters stay open nowadays.
I think they got to end up closing. Really, basically, that's what I predict. Probably within the next 3 to 5 years, I don't think we'll have any more.
And the
Um,
ticket's so high now.
Yeah, I'm curious to how they still standing.
Barely. I can tell you
Yeah,
that much, barely.
I
Oh,
think it's going to be kind of like the old Blockbuster once they went
right.
out of
Kind of
business.
went out, you know. Yeah.
Exactly,
And the
Tim.
popcorn and cokes are ridiculous. You can go out and buy an outfit.
Hmm?
You know, the cokes and popcorn are so
Oh,
expensive.
yeah. Oh, people be brown bagging up in the theater, though.
Sneaking, sneaking it in.
Uh-huh. Well, we're going to take a little blink break. When we come back, Sybil got some good medical information for y'all. So stick around. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Enjoy this blink break, and we'll be back. All right, and that was a blink. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
back. As you can see, I do sell life insurance now. I've been in life insurance for a year and a half. Um, yeah, so, almost past that. But if you have questions, I had a little. I did a presentation um, last Monday, 444-0102. I'm putting my toll free number in here so that y'all can give me a call if you would like to have questions. If you have some questions about life insurance, because it doesn't matter what state that you live in. I have representatives in my upline. If I don't live in your state, I can still get them to help you to get signed up for life insurance because everybody is eligible nowadays. It used to be a lot of red tape to go through, but it's not like that anymore. In fact, I actually do it with you on the phone. And, as long as you got an email address, we send the paperwork for you to sign. You can sign, type it, through your email as an electronic signature, and we get you signed up, and then your policy is mailed out to you. Just that simple. So if you have questions, please give me a call at 1-844-444-0102. Now, I am licensed in Tennessee. I do all of Tennessee and the state of Washington. So those two states I cover personally. I didn't want to do Mississippi and Arkansas because of the competition. So, but Tennessee I live in, that's why I did that. But anyway, like I said, doesn't matter what state. Mary, y'all up there in Michigan, y'all get those grandchildren insured while it's cheap, like $10 a month, right? Because that way, if you get a term life insurance policy for them, like a 10 or 15-year policy, by the time they graduate high school, they got plenty of money for college and money to help them to live in their apartment while they go to college if they don't want to live in the college dorm. And so those are it's a whole lot of uses that you can use insurance for. So I will be doing another presentation, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do it this Sunday or Monday. I know Monday is Memorial Day.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Mary. Monday is on Memorial Day, so I know people will be doing celebration barbecue and stuff like that.
Yeah. Monday was,
So I think I'll probably do it Sunday afternoon around 1 or 2 o'clock. Okay, y'all. So just kind of be on the lookout. Okay. All right then. Sybil, what you got for us? Something medical that we need to know, huh?
Yeah, well, it's something along the health line. But first of all, I want to say I just absolutely love your new intro with the little stars floating around and the introduction.
For our new show. I mean, for our
It
show.
Yeah, it is perfect and
Thank
it's
you.
very professional, and you outdid yourself on that. So,
Well, thank you so much. I thought it was time we had something new.
oh, it's very professional. I'll have to bring up the show again. I want to take a still picture of it.
Okay.
And so it's just wonderful. And then I'm excited about tomorrow. Also, I just want to throw this in. A lot of you may or may not know, but I have a side character that I do called the Pothole Lady. And you can go to Channel 24, ABC News, type in a Pothole Lady, and you can read my interview. So I will be doing some appearances throughout the year for the next mayor Shelby County election. And my first appearance will be tomorrow as the Pothole Lady for the J.B. Smiley Jr.'s campaign. And I'll be all dressed up patriotic colors, red, white, and blue. And then next week, they have asked me to go down to the headquarters, and me and J.B. Smiley will do a video, and I will be performing a rap for his campaign. So I'm excited about that. Opens up a lot of doors, and of course, I'm going to meet a lot of people, and I'll have to let them know about Emily's insurance. And I am her happy customer. I'm,
Yes, you are. Celebrated 1 year in April.
I'm very excited about that. And
And I'm glad that you mentioned that because I like to share with y'all that if you have a policy right now, you might be paying too much and may not be getting more for your money because Sybil was paying a higher premium and was not getting as much insurance coverage. So she was able to close her policy that she currently had with the provider that she did have and sign up with me. And then
mhm.
within what was it about 30 days, you got your equity back out of your policy
Yeah,
that
they sure sent me some money right on back.
yeah, so
I, I think I don't know what it was. I think it was a couple $100. It was just
yeah, you get what you get
I
the
see.
value of the policy
Mhm.
that you paid up to. And you said that you had only had it a couple of years, so that's pretty cool.
About 200 and something. I don't, but that was nice. So let's everybody support Emily if you're gonna get insurance anyway. Toss it, her little business her way, and so that's what I got to say about that. And I just wanted to share a few little things about your liver. And
Mhm.
I had no idea that the liver was as large as it was. I don't know what I was thinking, but
How big is it?
it's 3 pounds, like the size of a football.
Kind of like buying 3 pound liver in the store, huh?
Yeah, sure enough, big big pack of it. So the liver is your body's metabolic powerhouse. And when your liver becomes overworked, you may experience some of these symptoms, plus more symptoms too. You can have increased inflammation in your body, and your joints can be discomfort, and you can suffer fatigue and bloating and digestive issues. And if you have problems with your liver, you have to be very careful because it could develop into cirrhosis of the liver, and you do not want that. And so the liver, like I said, is a large organ in the abdomen. It performs many important bodily functions. It filters your blood, and it makes chemicals that the body needs. And it makes proteins and hormones that your body needs. And it, like I said, it weighs about 3 pounds. It's located on the right side of the body under the ribs. And So you have to be careful what you put in your body. Alcohol is not, a lot of alcohol does a lot of damage. And, there's a whole list of which you can Google the liver and find out too. And some of the things that the liver does, it cleans toxins out of the blood, and it gets rid of the old red blood cells. And it makes what you call bile, Bile. And that's a fluid that helps the body digest, break down food. It metabolizes proteins, carbohydrates, and fats so that your body can use them. And it produces substance to help your blood to clot. And then it regulates the amount of blood in the body. It stores something called glycogen, and that's a source of energy. And of course, it's like I said, it cleans your blood. And you can help your liver to be healthier with advanced liver protection and get digestive support and reduce oxidative damage. So you can purchase the liver support capsules right from mine and Emily's Organic All Natural Health website. I sneaked into that, didn't I?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
And you can purchase liver support capsules. I just ordered mine. They're very easy to swallow. And you go to livegood.com. That's livegood.com /Sybil Presley. And Sybil is spelled Sybil. And then Presley's like Elvis, Presley. So that's livegood.com /Sybil Presley. And these liver support capsules protect, and they cleanse and strengthen your liver naturally, and it gives you energy at the same time. The minimum price is only $13.95 for a month's supply. That's very affordable, and affiliates get the same price, $13.95. Even retail is not bad, $17.95. And then you can refer friends and earn extra money even as a member. And that means you pay $9.95 a month, and you can get discounts on all your products. If you'd like to earn some money on the side to help pay for your insurance when you sign up with Emily, then be sure to call me at 901-643-1982. That's 901-643-1982. And affiliates are not required to purchase products to earn an income. Most people's going to purchase, of course, but it's not required. So y'all get in touch with me and be healthy and make some money while you're at it. So love your liver.
Thank you, Sybil.
Take another blink break. When we come back, we'll do some more potpourri until for a little bit more female. Oh no, not that one. I was still talking. Studio, wait a minute.
We got in a hurry.
we gotta take a blink break, and when we come back, we're gonna do some more potpourri. So Tim be thinking about something to talk about, real short, and I'll think about something to talk about real short. We just had Sybil. I think I already talked about something though. But anyway, let's
You
take a
did.
blink. Let's take a blink break. We'll be back. All right then. I like that. So I like I be doing my little shimmy
Yeah.
when this playing. All right,
Mhm.
Tim. Did you think of anything on potpourri to talk about?
On potpourri.
No, no. I mean, just potpourri means
Oh,
off the top of your head.
you
Why
know,
you
kind of
think?
sort of, but I'm trying to.
Okay,
it's it's more local.
that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you know, here's my thing. This really had been getting on my nerves for a while. I'm
Mm.
tired of these streets being ragged and tore up with potholes to tear
That's
down
simple stuff.
vehicles.
Pothole lady, pothole lady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they're
out of
pretty rough.
control.
They're pretty rough.
It's out of control.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know, you. I mean, literally, you can tear up your car.
People do
It's,
tear up their cars and tires too. They bust your tires,
yeah,
and they get so huge. People wreck their cars in these
exactly.
holes. It's really
Yeah,
pitiful.
yeah.
And according to Mayor Young and his campaigning, he was supposed to be taking care of that. I don't see that anything improving. In fact, it's worse.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
have to.
Uh,
agree.
I'm gonna have to take the pothole lady back to city council. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's bad
I'm,
out there.
I'm gonna hold up a sign for JB's campaign and everything, and I'm gonna say fill the potholes of crime.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know about. I can't get the analogy. I mean, I'm just saying
No,
it rhymes, but I just don't get the
no,
analogy there.
it's the pothole is empty, full of water and stuff, and you have to fill it with good things to get rid of.
Mm.
But crime is not good.
I know you have to get rid of it and fill it up with ways to catch these
You feeling
criminals.
something bad that was something bad,
No, you feel
basically.
no, you feel no. It's a pothole that, that is negative, and you put positive things in it. You know, like
Crime is not positive. You said fill the pothole with crime.
not feel.
Pothole is bad, crime is bad. So what are you
Yes,
saying
you
exactly?
put tougher jail times and things like that in it to fill it up to get rid of it.
I said it rhymes, but it's
Yeah,
got to mean something.
it just
Because
did.
when you analyze it, the pothole is bad and crime is bad. So you feeling something bad with something bad.
No, you have to fill it with something good to get rid of the bad.
So you got to come up with another rhyme.
Okay. Anyway, the FBI showed up in Memphis and they arrested 32 gang members, and every one of them's out of jail now on bail.
Similar brought us to politics trying to change the subject.
Uh-huh.
Just because I told her she got to find another rhyme. Ain't no way to get
Oh,
out of this.
you know
Silver.
what?
Sorry.
I have a I have an
Yeah,
endless.
boo you on that one. You got to
Yeah,
stay in your lane. We talking about potholes. Stay in there. Don't try to switch off. You're not
yeah.
gonna segue out yourself out of this one, baby. You
Well,
need
that's
a new
fine.
rhyme because
I'll go
you
find a
need that.
pothole. No,
Find you another rhyme. You're good at writing, so
yeah,
just find you another rhyme because that
I'll
one,
do that
when
tomorrow.
you analyze it, it doesn't make sense. But basically, that's how I'm telling you. So if you want a good rhyme, then you gotta
I'll do
find
it
something.
another
You want
time.
it to have meaning, significant meaning. In other words, you got to find you another rhyme.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't. These potholes. I'm stuck on these potholes. I can't get off these potholes. What is it? You
Till I
know,
make it out the
you know, back in
pothole.
the day, yeah, you know, back in the day, you probably would on one side of the city have some bad streets, but it's
Yeah.
in north, south, east, and west. It's everywhere.
It's
Well,
all
the problem is that we're still living on, driving on the same streets that we were driving on back in the day,
Yes,
but we got more cars on the street
yeah.
than we had
There you
back in
go.
the day.
That's
right.
what.
That's tearing them up, and not only that, they let these Bob trucks and 18 wheelers
Drive. Yeah,
drive on neighborhood streets
you're
when
right.
they used to not allow that.
They wasn't allowed. That's right.
And
Yeah.
those big buses really attribute to tearing up the streets as well.
Yeah,
So you got all these heavy vehicles, all this heavy traffic, and 18 wheelers that don't have any business driving through residential streets. I don't know because most of the stores are in commercial areas,
Yeah.
and they should take the commercial routes. And they need to stop. That's one way they cut down on it is stop these Bob trucks, uh, like these, these
Great big trucks.
well, UPS is a Bob truck, but then UPS got delivered, so they got to be on the residential street. But
Yeah,
they but they attribute to it too. FedEx trucks, they attribute
yeah,
to all that traffic.
yeah, a prime example of that is Elvis Presley.
Mm.
Look how bad it is on Elvis Presley, right in front of Graceland.
And they're always working on the road.
Yeah, they're always under construction, but they never fix anything. They just
Never
patch it.
finished. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just patch it. It's like putting a band-aid over a gunshot wound.
And they don't have a really good patch. So what they need to do is pay some scientists to come up with a really good patch solution.
Yeah, and
'Cause
get
what
our
they
money
using
back.
now is not working.
Not
Tim,
working.
Tim say, "Give me my money back." I know
Yeah,
that's right, Tim.
we
Champ
spent a
that.
lot of we spent we spent a lot of money. We spent a lot of money in this city on the trolley, laying those rails down. I know they
They
still use them, but
now
it
they know.
doesn't.
Where?
What
Oh, there you
happened?
are.
I don't know
It
what
just
happened.
it kind of blanked out for a
It
minute.
cut out.
Yeah, it did, but
Yeah,
we still alive. But
yeah,
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 but
yeah,
that was a waste of money. It was good while it lasted, but
yeah.
but but they did not have foresight, because if you're gonna take something as antique as a trolley, you got to be able to continually have the parts and the maintenance crew to
Yeah,
keep
Right.
it going.
right.
They
Some
didn't look. They didn't look that far down the road, right?
They
So
some of
couldn't have.
now, so
yeah.
now they all pulled off, and no
West
trolleys
ones
running.
downtown. We have all kind of trolleys
So
downtown.
now they need to take up the tracks.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because you're not gonna ever use them anymore. So why the track's still there? That's just stupid.
It's probably gonna
yeah.
cost
I mean,
to take
put
them
it
up.
up, take it to the scrap yard or something. But we need our money back. We need a refund. And
I know that's
uh,
right there.
It's
this city wastes a lot of money.
Hmm.
a lot of
It
dough.
really does, and it doesn't use it appropriately. We know that.
Hmm.
But it's to me, it's just gotten out of control. They were used to stick their hand in the cookie jar and get one cookie. Now they're getting handfuls at the cookie jar.
They're taking the whole jar.
Yeah,
Hmm. You're right.
I don't like it.
Well, isn't it amazing how politics can just slip in?
You don't never know what's coming out of this mouth.
That's why I like our show. It's so relaxed. We talk about whatever we want to talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
No parade for you and me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I want to talk about the credit bureaus, Equifax, Imperial, and that TransUnion. They nothing but ripoffs. Always have been ripoffs because it's always been designed and catered to the rich and famous. Because in order for you to have 800 credit score, you got to have money. You spend money,
Yep,
spend money, spend money, spend money, spend money. Does that make any sense? A
not at
credit
all.
a credit rating has never been for a poor man, a poor woman, or a middle class man or a middle class woman, because we don't have money to spend like that to build up credit.
Right,
So they should do away. If Trump wants to do something, since we talk about politics, he needs to get rid of the credit rating, because it is nothing but a ripoff, and it's preventing people. Well, it used to prevent people, but thank goodness to technology, now people can get the things that they want through these different types of um, apps companies. They app companies they have like Klarna. They got Zip. They got Affirm, where it lets you pay every 2 weeks or something like that, or pay
Yeah.
monthly. Now, and they don't. You don't have to have a credit check for that.
right,
So people do have ways now. Thank goodness that they can buy some of the things that they would like to have in life.
Mhm.
But up until technology, the credit rating has held so many people back.
Yeah.
And People could never buy a home because of their credit rate. Couldn't buy a car because of their credit rate. If you did buy one, you got to pay a higher price for your note. That's stupid. As
Yeah.
long as you got a job and you've had a steady job and you've been on that job, that's enough. They know you got the money to pay for it, right?
Yeah. And then, the thing about that is you're really not paying down your credit card bill. You're just paying the interest.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
You're
You're
paying the
absolutely
interest.
right.
That's what you're paying on is the interest.
Well,
Yeah, credit
I,
cards I rip out too, but that's part of the
Mm-hmm.
credit bureau
The
stuff.
system. Yeah.
Hmm.
I've paid off my credit cards all the
Did
way.
you?
Yeah.
Had you ever maxed it out and then try to pay it?
Well, I try to have sense enough not to do that.
Ah, yeah,
So it's like you got something
yeah.
not to do that. You gotta have it. But I will tell you a little tips about credit cards uh, that will help your standing. All you have to do is pay 1/3 of it, of your balance, and it'll pull your credit rating up instantly. So that's one of the secrets. Say, for instance, if you owe $600, if you make a $200 payment in 1 month, it'll give you about a few points boost.
Yeah, well, that's
So
good though too.
you can do that. And if you got 5 credit cards, if you're able to do it on each one of them, then of course you get a lot of points to raise it up. But the paying on time part, you gotta,
Four
that's
times
that's
almost.
that's a responsibility. You need to do that.
I pay mine the same day I get the bill.
But Lordy, 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 don't miss a payment because they want to charge you. No, hold on, I hit the wrong button. Don't miss a payment because they want to charge you $25 late fee, $45 late fee, and
Yeah,
you'll never catch back up.
mhm.
Yeah.
You got that
So I end up paying mine early, all
me
when
too.
I get my check, so I don't have to worry about it because I don't want to miss it. Because if you miss it, I've had the experience taken from me personally, in my personal experience of forgetting it by 1 day. Dog, I forgot to pay that yesterday. Go in there to pay it, man. They done charge you 40, $45, 20, $25, whatever the late fee is. And
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. I think that that's another thing. If Trump want to change something to help the poor people, to help the people, since
Hmm.
he for the people, make these credit files stop charging people late fees unless they're at least 10 days late.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Not 1 day, at
I
least 10
know.
days late. Give them some time because people get sick, emergencies happen. You know, it doesn't mean that they're not going to pay it, but give them a little time to pay it. That's what I
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
All
So,
right, Emily.
but I don't know if Trump was watching this show or not. He used to,
Well,
but
you
he,
can't
he
never tell.
he watches our politics show though. I know that. But this show is broadcasting on Rumble, which is basically a political platform. So I broadcast both my shows on Rumble, the politics show, and tonight and my Friday night show. So he might take a glance at it, or somebody will tell him.
Yeah,
Hmm.
never
but
know
I
who's watching.
but I could come up with a lot of suggestions for him that's
That's good
been that's been
suggestion.
holding my that's been holding people back
Yeah.
all these years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anywho, that I just wanted to throw that in. And that's pretty much all I have. So closing comments, Sybil.
Well, this potpourri was a lot of fun, and like I said, you outdid yourself on the new what you call it intro.
Well,
I
don't
really,
forget to watch the closing because we got a nice closing
oh
too.
wow, I'm gonna have to go and share it from Facebook and take a picture of the closing and opening.
Okay. All right.
Do a
Awesome.
shot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Tim, closing remarks.
Wow. Yeah. Another wonderful show. Uh, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
Oh yeah, and happy Memorial Day to
Happy
everybody for that
Memorial
Monday.
Day. Yeah,
Everybody,
that's right.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything particular.
Me,
already ordered me a chocolate cake before they all got sold out from Fresh Market today.
Mm,
And had it delivered.
that's good.
Yeah. But a lot of people are gonna be barbecuing, cooking out and stuff like that. But I just had me a taste for some really natural,
Yeah.
kind of like homemade chocolate cake, and the Fresh
that
Market
sounds
has
good.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I went ahead and got me one delivered before they all sell out. Cause tomorrow, all the cakes gonna be gone,
Yeah.
all the
Everything gonna be gone.
pies, all
Yeah.
the paper plates, all the cups,
All of that.
paper towels,
Yep. You're absolutely right.
all the
Everything.
all the drinks.
Everything. I'm gonna stay home and just enjoy myself.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, I'll be dipped in the TV tube. That's what
Yeah.
I'll be dipped
Me
in.
too.
That's my hobby. My shows and my TV. That's my
Hmm.
hobby. I love my those two
Yeah.
things right there is my life. I don't have the desire to be traveling to all of these foreign places like a lot
Me
of
either.
people
I
do.
stand right here.
Not the time for that either.
They have their pictures on
Can't get back.
all over Facebook. They over here, they over there, they everywhere. Not
I sit
me.
right here.
Uh-uh. I never had that desire.
Me either.
And
Not
and
really.
that's just me, cause I can see what every place in the world looks like right here on my tube. Okay.
Mm.
Turn
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have a vacation. Look at all the sites. Don't cost
Mm.
you a dime.
Yeah, cause I have presented vacation sites
Right.
right
Yeah.
Oh,
here on our show.
we'll have
Yeah.
to
In
do
fact,
it
this
again.
time that we have another one too. I think
Yeah,
we'll do that next Friday night.
I
Okay.
like.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll just take us a tour. Where y'all want to go?
Mm. I
well,
don't know. Somewhere we have been before.
We went to Rome. We went to Egypt. We we
Then we
went
go to
to
Greenland.
we went to Greenland or Iceland.
we went to
Uh,
Egypt, didn't we?
yeah, we did.
Yeah, went to Egypt.
We
Well,
had,
I'll find us somewhere interesting to
we
go.
hadn't been to
Yeah.
Switzerland.
Switzerland is too much like Iceland and stuff.
Oh, that's right.
Pretty
Yeah.
So
much. Yeah.
we went there. I'll
Yeah.
find us somewhere interesting to go, and so we'll go.
Okay.
Just
We'll we're
pick
going over.
surprises.
We're going on vacation next Friday night, y'all. How about that?
All right.
And go
Sounds
inside with our 360 view,
Yeah.
with without spinning a dime.
Good deal.
Yay! I love it like that, right?
that sounds good. Yay.
Okay, then. So to all of my pearls in the listening audience tonight, a pearl is defined as a precious thing. It is the finest example of something special. So it doesn't matter whether you are rich or poor. You, my pearl, are a precious thing. You are the finest example of someone special. All right. And as we say around here in the Emily Pearl Show, listen, don't hate them. Come on now. Congratulate them. And if you deem it and mean it, I promise you, my pearl, everything good that you do will what me
Come back to
back to
you.
you. And that's our show for tonight. And we love y'all.
Good
Great.
See,
night.
see y'all next week on Friday.